Good afternoon. Well, not really a good afternoon. It was a good morning, but hello everybody and welcome to this Friday, August 4th edition of the Closing Print. Joel Elconin and Josh Walter here to guide you through this volatile last hour of trading. Holy mackerel. We have a wild range to talk about today. I want to hear what you guys are doing out there. And we got a little Q&A going to go on here at the beginning. The S&P's all the way up to 45, 60, 75. If I said I had a level up there, I'd be lying. Nowhere near it. Last week's low was close, but nothing on my end. Josh could vouch for that. The buck is down 53 cents. That should be good for the market, but just too many other things going on. 101.82 bonds. What a move in bonds here, up nearly 2 points after being down a point, up at 122 and 7/32. Maybe a little flight to safety here. Crude in the green by a buck 09 at 82.64. Gold in the green by $8 at 1976.80. Silver flat 23.69. Bitcoin holding in there, down $260, 29,150. I'm going to stop the screen share here. And me and Josh have been doing some digging. Josh, well, let me bring Josh in. Josh, how you doing today?
Yeah, yeah, I'm doing good, Joel. I mean, like, what the heck happened here? Did you fat finger a big trade? Like, what? Did you just sell into that? Here, I can back up. I mean, we've been just selling off for the last couple hours here. I mean, we're
Yeah, you kind of tap out shorting in the morning when the market's going up, and then you leave your desk, and then the market falls apart. Then you're pretty pissed off. But hey, that's trading, right? You got to go with the momentum. But what do you guys think? What do you guys and gals think is a catalyst here? I know we have some pretty smart traders here: Easy Mike, Rustical, Change Agent. What do you guys think? What do you guys think the catalyst for the big turnaround today?
yeah. I mean, we saw a couple of headlines, but yeah, chat. Let's see
Let's see what the
what you
chat
guys
has to
think.
say. Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Come
Okay.
on.
I mean, we're
Easy
getting
Mike.
ticks down. Uh, let's see here.
No, nothing. Everyone is no one has
We
an
gotta
idea.
account for the delay.
I gotta account for the delay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to
But
see one guess here before we talk about something, and something that my good buddy Charles over on the Benzinga Pro news desk. Never leave a boiling pot. TT went up. I have no answer. Earnings. Angry Triple D. No, no. He
I
did
don't
good
think so.
call. It
Yeah.
almost got to his level too. I tried to short ahead of that level. Boy, oh boy, no, no. All right. Well, this is what I'm seeing, and this is what I heard. I have no idea if this is the case. But let me see if I can bring this if this will show up. And I don't even know if this is a cause. It is a cause concern for me. But it really before noon, this news kind of broke, and it didn't hit the mainstream wires until a little bit later on when ESPN USA Today
USA
picked
Today.
this.
Yeah.
Picked that up, and this was at 12:47. Hospital networks in several U.S. states under cyber attack. Essential services suspended. Jay's blaming it on Apple. Yeah, I know, but I mean,
I I
yeah,
think Chase could be onto something here. No one wants to be long over the weekend. I mean, we do have a few key data points coming out next week. We have consumer price data coming out on Thursday. I mean, that's not until Thursday though, and PPI on Friday. But anyway, yeah, what's going on with these hospitals here?
yeah, but you know what? I'm looking and well, first of all, Easy Mike making a correlation here. Let's see what's going on with PANW. That's down $20. That's not good for if it's a cyber attack. Give me some other cybersecurity stocks. Well, didn't Fortinet have that had news on it, so that's down. What? Give me some other ones. Arista Network, that's doing okay today. Yeah, well,
FTNT.
yeah, FT,
Yeah.
Zscaler, you guys are coming alive now, down 447. CRWD, that's all right. So there you go. Boom, boom, boom. Well, just before we continue on this, Joel's intern, look at Gray Television, and all you guys were yelling at me for having that kid on, right? And look what he did. He did nothing but deliver you guys money. And everyone was criticizing. I want an apology from everybody in the chat. I think EKS is the only one that probably took the trade. Boom, boom, boom. Cyber CYBR. We mentioned that. That's an ETF. Let's see, Qualsys. That's had good earnings. That's a cyber name, so that's up on the day. But that had fun. But here's the other thing that and Josh and I started to do this. If this was really truly the catalyst, then wouldn't your hospital stocks be down more? I mean,
Yeah,
HCA
you'd
is
think. Yeah.
yeah,
Talking HCA, that's only down 1%. Talking THC, that's still up on the day. Tenant Healthcare.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, the hospital stocks are holding up. So, I mean, it's at least we got that confirmation from the cybersecurity stocks there. So, I mean, hey, there's at least some indication that that's actually the headline that's moving the market there.
Yeah. How do you think Mike Wilson's feeling right now? Holy mackerel. He's a Morgan Stanley analyst that threw in the towel on his bear thesis earlier in the week. He's hiding under his desk right now. Someone I know tried along at a not a level, not a real level, and he's about to get stopped out here. Young Josh trying this 0350 long, but he took a shot. He was hoping they would get back over Thursday's low. No can do, but not stopped out yet. But holy macro! Let's UHS down. United, is that a hospital
Uh,
stock?
Universal Health Services. I mean it's a holding company as well for
Okay.
healthcare facilities. So I mean there's some correlation there, but it's only down slightly on the day.
Okay. And I think that even though they ignored it this morning, Spinner makes a good point. Apple. I mean,
Yes. Let's
that's your
get to
big
Apple.
dog. Okay.
Yeah, that's been well, I mean, that took the market down after hours yesterday. It put a little damper on the Amazon earnings, but wow, did you think we'd get down all the way to this level, Joel? I mean, I know you talked about some levels down here, but we've
I
definitely
talked
seen.
about 190, and I gave this level yesterday on the show. Did I do the dollar? Here's the dollar. Dollar's trading down here real quickly. I don't see support in the dollar for a while. That's a big red candle. I talked about Apple yesterday, and what I mentioned is that we had about a 15-day trading range, and that trading range was from 192 really to 197. So under 192, I had absolutely wanted to do nothing with that stock long under 192. You played it with it yesterday. 182.07 is the low. I think if you're an Apple trader right here, I think you're looking for the next potential area of support. I don't like it till you get at least two lows in the same area. Well, you got three lows in the same area. At the 177.50 area, that was surrounded by 178.04. So maybe not today, or maybe today or tomorrow or whatnot. That's the next area of daily support I see for Apple. What else? Where were we going to next?
Well, I mean, we got Amazon. We have to talk about Amazon. That's one of the only stocks that's holding everything up today. I mean, they
Yeah.
sold off a little bit, but they're still up 8% here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
one
get in
four.
on that Amazon trade at all there, Joel?
No, no, I did not. If I would have been, it would have been on the short side, and I would have gotten stopped out. I don't know. There was nothing on the monthlies here. You had the open, the zig, the zag. You opened 141.06. and then you had a little bit of a dip. I know, just no good. I mean, when stocks move like this, I need them. I need the levels to come back to me. Get a couple, get some more data. And we don't have the data out right now. I can tell you support is at the top of yesterday's range, 129.84, and resistance is going to be wherever we close today. That is going to be because that's going to be the highest closing print in the issue going back over a year to August of 2022. I wonder how, just thinking about earnings stocks, Cat's given some back, but not a lot. So here we are. Under 4,500. We traded over 4,600. Not too often do you get a double or three different handle week, folks. 44, 45, 46. Reason for
Yeah,
concern.
it's a huge trading range on the week, that's for sure. And and what's been happening is again on Fridays, right? We've been experiencing just about an entirely weekly range just on Fridays. So and lots of stuff going on. Uh,
We
why
were
don't
just
we?
discussing that too before we go to the next thing. You and I were
Yeah,
discussing before we came on how a lot of times the market has a propensity to make a high or low of the week on Friday, right? And that's why I was leaning a little bit bearish this morning, right? But that rally just took the wind out of my. I walked away. I walked away from the desk. I mean, biggest
I mean, you
mistake.
have to. Yeah. Yeah, you can't short a market that's just going against you. It's just going to beat you up every time. But hey, if you happen to get on it at the right time with that news, then I mean, you would have been laughing now. But why don't we talk about the Square Block? Good old Square Block had earnings yesterday after the close. They're getting beat up a little bit more than Apple. Well, at least you have some data on this, Joel. What levels are you seeing here?
We talked about this. I mean, it's kissing around 63.44. That was your July 6th low. But I don't really see anything until you get closer to $62. If you're looking for your next target, maybe not today. You got a trio of lows between 61.65 and 62.05. So that's the next potential area of support. And just took a look at PayPal. PayPal, another down day, still going down. So no reason to hop into this one yet. New low in the S&P.
Yeah, and taking a look at Airbnb as well. I mean, they've been one of the few earnings stocks that reported yesterday after the close that's actually holding up. I mean, at least a little bit better. It had a huge range today.
Yeah.
Where do you think you're looking at for support here?
Well, I mean, you could tell by that range in the after hours, it wasn't going to get back down to that level because we were already 7, $8 above that when we were talking about it on the show. So it had a nice day. It is green. What I always like to keep an eye on this one. Wow, got up to 145.32. No daily level there. But you did have a 3-day close here at 144, or excuse me, Wednesday's close at 144.56. So they rung the register there. That's going to be a big level. This 145 is going to be big over the next couple days. Coming back on the downside, 137.62. This is your daily low. You're closing above it. I don't like, and I said this morning. I don't really comfort, enough to give you like a 3-star level. I'd say closer to 130. But first things first, you got to take out that 137.62 low. Spoo's trying to bounce. We hit 94.25, trying to bounce. We'll see if we can here, at least in the final 14 minutes on what has been a just extremely tough week in the markets here for the bulls.
Yeah, I'm looking at the S&P futures here, and if we can close, closer to or above 44.97, maybe even up to 45.05, I'd be a little bit more optimistic. But I mean, we still have a ways to make it back up to there. So, Coinbase, or you brought up Enphase as
Yeah,
well.
just
We
because it
can,
was asked about in the chat.
yeah.
What I mean, it made a new low of the move by 2 pennies. right? 20, and you got three lows here under 140. This thing has just had the tar kicked out of it so much. It's just probably, if anything, maybe seller's exhaustion. So, man, are you getting any kind, man? But you're right near the low, man, right there. I don't know. I mean, you are finding some buying interest here, but it's a double bottom. But you always need to do is go down another 14 cents, and that's eliminated. So, certain just maybe on this one, if you're thinking of going long, maybe set an alert at just above the pair of highs at 144 and
Mhm.
144 and a quarter. So then, how many times when you do that in an issue, you just never get into it because it never goes back up through that level. But that would be the key to more upside in end phase. You wanted to go, what stock did you want to go to?
Coinbase, last one that reported earnings yesterday. I mean, they've been in a steady downtrend. You could, I know you don't like your trend lines, you like more your straight up levels, but on that daily chart, you could pretty much draw two straight lines, and it's been channeling down
Yeah.
within that for quite a few weeks. Well, or at least a couple weeks now. Yeah.
Yeah, boy, oh boy, Coinbase. I think if you're patient, you want to bring this one in at lower prices. $84. That'd be my next area of support. Then it drops closer to 80.49. But that's where you got a pair of lows flanking 84, July 12th and July 13th.
Yeah. Moving over to earnings this morning, Fubo TV. I mean, they did. It looks like they were gonna have a good day, but they have sold off. It's another sell the rip that happened for them today. So yeah,
What do I now? Okay, Josh, little lesson for Josh here. Okay.
yeah.
Now, when I talked about this, I don't know if I talked about this on the pre-market show or if I talked about it on pre-market prep plus. But what would you if you were a Fubo trader and
Yeah,
you were long 100,000 shares? What would you have
yeah.
been looking at? And let's say it, like right around at the end of the show, like around 9 o'clock. What would you be looking at as a potential target in Fubo?
In this morning, I would be first of all looking at yesterday's high around 350, but I mean we passed right through that. So then, I mean you'd have to look way back at the monthly,
No,
and
no, no,
no,
no. This is a
no, okay.
time. No, no. What information did the
Oh,
market?
well, the pre-market high.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
I
yep,
I see what you're getting at.
yeah.
Yes, you have your pre-market high for resistance, and then yeah, pre-market high and pre-market low, especially off the open. Yeah, those are important levels. You're right, Joel.
Okay, yeah, because the pre-market high is 390, right? First bracket high 389, and then 387, and then your next 15-minute bracket, the high was 365. It doesn't always work that way. It doesn't always work that easy. But I didn't see anything on the monthlies on this squinting on this monthly chart. But there's a part. There's a little trick for you using the pre-market levels. S&Ps, boom, boom, boom. New low of the session.
Yeah, sitting on the lows there. Why don't we take a quick peek at Nikola? Also reported earnings this morning.
Nicola,
Ne-
Nico.
yeah, yeah, Nikola, gotta add that little accent on it. That makes all the difference there.
Same thing here, but you never got near the pre-market. Well, let's see. Pre-market high came in. Oh, that was actually an after-hours report. Nope.
This
13.
morning.
Oh, this morning. Okay.
Yeah.
So your pre-market high came in at 359. What's your high in the regular session? Ooh, nowhere near that. So I couldn't even see the close. So you had a change of heart. No relevance there to the pre-market to the pre-market high. That didn't help at all. But let's see what happened. Could they keep a lid on the Tupperware rally? Oh boy, oh
That
boy.
looks like they did. Yeah.
Yeah, it couldn't get up to that high in the move. Still having a decent day, but be careful in that one, folks.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, it's always fun to talk about earnings week, and I mean, earnings continue into next week. So, I mean, Monday morning we have Berkshire Hathaway. for those of you who like the value trade. I mean, they've been selling off with the rest of the market today, and we have a couple of lows to, well, if we don't make a newer low for the day, we at least have a double bottom. But then, yeah, what next level are you looking for the short side there, Joel?
Well, they report. I think they report on after the close. They do it. They're kind of tricky on that.
Yeah,
Boy, oh boy. Three. What is the calendar today? Does the calendar say Monday?
it says before the open. Yeah,
Yeah, because they do it. They are sneaky. They do it after the close today or over the weekend.
oh,
Warren
I
is
see.
sneaky there. I don't
Yeah,
like this under 350. I don't like where it's trading now. You've seen a lot of profit taking in stocks. I don't. Who knows how we're going to open in the morning? But just you've had a nice run up, consolidation, double top, 355, and now you're leaning on the double bottom here. So don't like Warren under 350.
yeah. Then later Monday we have Palantir. I mean,
Really?
that's yeah, yeah. Do you why you don't want to talk about Palantir?
No, I do. I do. It's just that it was the upgrades that got this going. Yeah,
Yeah.
the old Wedbush. I love this stock. You gotta own it. Thank you, Wedbush. They put the top in this one. 2024, the high of the move, leading on the low. I don't like it below 18. If you're looking at this and say, oh, I want to get out at 1960, 1970, they better have a good report to get a pop because now going from 20 to 18, 19 would be halfway back. That's presuming that, it holds this 18 low.
Yeah. Yeah, then I mean, what one more earning want to put out Monday after the close, Lucid. I mean, it's another electric vehicle company, so I mean, with even though Nikola is a lot smaller, we still have to pay attention to the sympathy that does happen, and if the rips are getting sold, then I'd be a little bit more to sell the rip here. That's for sure.
Yeah, you had to drop in June. You came back, you filled the gap, not for long. You are hanging out at the bottom of a trading range, battling $7, but now you gave that away that today. Not much in here. One low at 641, but you could be looking at this at 603 on a bad report. On a pop, man, 750 would might not move. Even more than that. No wait, 840. I don't even know. Maybe if you're lucky on a good report, you get the, uh, you know, 2 and 3 day high or 706. That's 50 cents away. So I don't know if you're looking for this on a pop on a good report. Uh, just be aware, pair of highs at just above $7.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we could continue talking about earnings, but why don't we get a few stocks from the chat? I mean,
Okay.
just to mention a couple earnings. I mean, Tuesday we have UPS, Rivian, AMC, Upstart, and tons more. Roblox, Sony on Wednesday, and Walt Disney. That's going to be an interesting one, especially for Dennis. So I mean, yeah, earnings definitely continue into next week. But let's take a couple looks at some stocks from the chat. I
Okay.
mean, we have Next Era Energy, NEE, from
Yeah,
Change Agent. Yeah,
yeah, utilities. This is a bad day. You know what? This is a really interesting chart here. Um, you have been holding 69 bucks, 70 bucks since the middle of 2020. You are bouncing off that area again. I would say, man, that's a not a good looking monthly cap. I think this is a breakdown here in NWE. I think this is a breakdown. I do see one monthly low here at 67.22. So maybe a mutter around. I mean, I guess that coincides with a couple other monthly lows. That one is at 66.79. But this thing better regain Jiffy in a 70 in a hurry, or I think you got some more downside. Let's look at the XLU. That's probably getting battered today. That's down 8. Same thing, man. Breaking down on the monthlies, man. These utilities, man. Looks like they're losing power.
Yeah, I'm definitely definitely keeping my bearish hat on for a little bit longer here. But why don't we take a look at Tesla? Melanie Hutchinson mentioned that in
Hey,
the
Melanie,
chat.
how you doing? Tesla breaking down again. This is a big area for Tesla. Look at your last three lows. They did take out a new low for the week, so a little bit okay relative strength basis here. 250.49, 252, 253. So, hold it up as long as you hold last week's low here. You could argue that there's a triple bottom. I'm not going to argue that. If in fact we get some more downward momentum in the market, I wouldn't be leaning too much on the 48.89 though. But if we, start to get some more momentum to the downside here, really nothing in there until you get just under 241. I see a pair of lows, 240.85, 240.70.
Yep, that's what I'm looking at as well. We were pushing up there a little bit in the S&Ps for a second. We have about 2 minutes to the close. Why don't we do just a couple more stocks? I mean, we're breaking back down here. All right, why don't we take a look at Arch? AR,
ARCCH.
you got it.
Arch Resources up 311. Must had earnings or something, huh?
Let's see here.
I
I
like
don't know about earnings.
no.
Let's
Well,
see.
Crude's having
Checking
a
news.
decent day.
Yep.
This is what you need to do. If you're an Arch Resource trader, what you want to do is you want to see this thing at 136. You have four highs in that area from really 605 to 673 in between there. But I'd just say 136. I mean, if the rally, this has been a 2-day move. You got to get through that. That's the next major area of resistance. The longer it takes to get up there, I think I'm not fading it. It's having a good day and a bad tape, but that would be my next target, 136.
Yeah. Well, so I mean, we got 1 minute to go to the close here. I mean, we have a little bit of a market on close imbalance, just about 2 billion to the sell side, currently
Yeah,
1.8.
yeah.
I mean, it's not that big, but to see what do you think of seeing a sell side imbalance when we've already dipped so much the last couple hours? What's your take on that?
Man, someone could come in with one order and just scoop it right up. So no, it looks like we're closing on the lows. If you got that imbalance earlier, maybe you sold into it a little bit. I just think, there's probably some pretty happy shorts out there, just wrapping up the day if they were actually, got short today at some point. So yeah,
10 seconds
not
to the close here.
okay.
We're making a comeback.
Yeah, a
Maybe.
little bit. Probably 4,500 pin right now. Spinner mentioned that. Yeah, last spin I saw was right at 4,500. We'll see what that VWAP, that 1 minute VWAP has for us. The Benzinga is not a sponsor of this show, Easy Mike. This is pre-market prep. So Joel Elconin and Josh wrapping it up on a bad week in the market. Looking at it from an S&P perspective, we lost quite a few handles here for the week. We started the week out at 4606.50. We lost over 100 handles. This is one of the worst weeks we've had in quite some time. So don't know if so much was the hospital stuff. I think more may be attributed to just people selling into strength. And when they can no
Yeah.
longer sell into strength, they sold into weakness. Everyone,
Yeah.
have a great weekend. Back with you bright and early on Monday morning.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
Hey, Josh,
Yeah.
still there? So, like,